Hey y'all, it's Jessie Kaylin, your empathic mirror to your soul, and your brother in arms in the war for peace and love. And this is a message coming to you from Spirit about this shift coming up. I'm feeling a major tug, okay? And I tried recording this video 2 other times, and I think I was putting too much of my own personal experience into the message rather than getting the message itself. So, I'm going to be using, and they are flying out so fast, like what? And it's funny because I saw that card when I was shuffling. For this message, I'm using the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and Selena Fenich. Okay, we're going to start with these 3. We have Cry for Nature reversed. We are not mourning anymore as a global species. We are being called to arms. So whatever you are currently facing about yourself that you are guided to change, it feels like someone is pulling weeds from our sacral and root chakra. That's really what it feels like. And even though it's being yanked and like moved forward, like jolted, it is for our own good. And we would do the world a favor if we faced our problems, digested the truth about ourselves, quit our crying, quit feeling sorry for ourselves, and there is a time and place for that. Believe me. All about that healing process. But for those watching this video, you know your time is done. The time for mourning is done. Now is the time to feel the new room in our roots, to expand. And when we do that, that's when we unite. When we go deep in the earth and we expand our tendrils, and it's like the edges of ourselves will find each other. That time is coming soon. When this massive shift happens and your vibe tribes come in and it's like twin flame oriented stuff, you know, if you're living that journey, if this is what's happening with you, you know, the time is coming soon, right? And if you're living a soulmate level relationship, your team, do not put people with twin flame relationships on a pedestal. Having a soulmate relationship, being on that level, means you can reach more people. All right? It is very hard for twin flame people to feel connected to this world. So whatever level you're at, you have a part to play. And you are being called. All right? The secret path, an irresistible pull down to mystical traditions. We're feeling the call. We're getting the signs. We're feeling our roots. We're getting cleared away of the energy. The weeds are being pulled out. Really, the weeds are choking. It's not that we won't ever have weeds throughout. It's not like when you get baptized or you confess your sins or whatever, it's like you're permanently clean all the time. No, we all have shadow all the time, but we're clearing some of that out. All right. And we may have nourished those weeds and allowed them to take over. Right. And we have help, ethereal help, coming in about not doing that anymore and allowing ourselves to be cleansed and cleared and balanced at all times. All right. And we are definitely facing, in preparation for this full moon. All right. That is going to have some serious lingering effects, serious impact, I believe. It's like calibration shifts that matter. We're getting close. Right. So, yeah. And the universe will show you how to get closer. All right. This tug is for our own good. Keep it up. Face it. Own it. Evolve from it, with it, whatever the case may be. Story keeper. Tell your story, legacy. Write down your wisdom. Write it down, journal write, but more than journal writing, allow yourself to just word vomit onto the page. Just get everything out. Don't stop. Work past the pain in your wrist, because guess what? No pain, no gain, and pain expresses itself on the way out. So if you need to leave something behind, a really good way to do that is to use your body as a direct channel so that that story is no longer just in your memory, but it worked through your body and it now has a body of liquid black or whatever color, because what a time to be alive, on blank, on dead trees. All right. A more permanent form, you know? Okay. So that's what human beings are really good at doing, making things last. We can also rewrite history. We can also rewriting history is creating the future. And I think Angel is trying to warn me of a creature who doesn't want these next words to come out, an ethereal being. But there are beings on this earth who work through human beings and therefore can be seen as there are human beings on this earth who know the power of writing the future. And they don't want people to realize the personal power they have in writing the future. It is glorified. It is romanticized in Hollywood. How time travelers from the future come back and say, don't change a small thing, or we're going back into the past. You can't change a single thing. But the perspective that they keep you by focusing on that perspective of the truth keeps you from recognizing, well, a very small thing can then alter the future. And I am in this present moment. I am a writer of the future. Let's not give a reason for people to need to come back. Let's take control of the now. Time is not real. It's not. It's not. If you don't know what that means yet, just focus on your reality. Permeate the truth into your world and how you can be a beautiful funnel that provides a cleaner, purer, step closer to God consciousness microscope lens, you know? Like, this is my perspective, this is my world, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like, honestly, because we all are tethered to these eyeballs. That's what I mean. Like, just taking it through your world and just concentrating on your world. If you know what I'm talking about with the bigger picture here, it is time to let the, like, okay, cleanse your brain, and I'm seeing it being blasted with the full moon. So we may be prepping for the shift for the new moon, which is really just a prep and a shift for the full moon. The next one following, or what have you, or the one in June, something. All right? So journal write, very cathartic, using your body as a conduit for your truth so that you can set down your baggage. And I'm glad I heard that message as well, because I had not journal written in quite a little bit, and it's a beautiful time to be alive. Also, I want to mention 8, 4, 4, 4. Infinity, 4 plus 4 is 8, right? And then 4, 4, 4, 4 is a major spirit number. It tells you to hold your ground. It tells you to go with the changes that can be 90 degrees. And then for the fastest immediate result. I think about numbers a lot. I'm terrible at math, but I love the shape of numbers. And I think it's like the original form of witchcraft. And the Arabics, right? Over in the Middle East, that's where numbers came from. It was very poetic and symbolic, and it was elfin language. It was human being just like putting a vision to an idea. Right? And same with language. It's absolutely beautiful. And Anyway, so that's the message I wanted to get out. It feels like a big one, and a storm is a brewing, and we are getting, I mean, that's what cleans us. Rain is cleansing. Lightning in the air is cleansing. Rearranging things, even on a molecular level like electrons, the way electricity does, is good. You gotta change shit up every now and again. Change is the only constant in the world. Feng shui is important. Get your energy moving. Bubble of truth. Okay? And do whatever you need to do in order to do that. You know your gut instinct. You know what you are being faced with. This yank. Okay? Peace, babies. I love you.